Happy Valentine's Day, everybody! And welcome to our very special Valentine's Day episode.
It's a lot of work to be happy with your significant other. It's not easy.
Hi, my name is Ulysses.
Hey, this is Ernesto.
And this is our channel.
Welcome to our channel.
If this is your first time here, welcome. We post videos every Thursday.
Please like, please subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
So today we're gonna do something different.
Something crazy.
Because it's Valentine's Day, we thought it would be really cool to look into the 5 languages of love, and we decided to take a quiz to find out what our language of love is.
There are 5 different things that you can get bucketed into that really speak to how you like to receive love from your significant other.
Quality time is a little self-explanatory. It means spending time with the other person.
Yeah, then there's words of affirmation, which is basically you like to hear positive messages from your significant other.
There's acts of service, doing something physically for the other person. It's like running an errand or taking care of a task.
Physical touch, which doesn't necessarily just mean sexually, kind of being with each other, hugging a lot.
And then there's receiving gifts. It just means that you see something and you think of the person that you love and you want to buy it for them. Okay guys, so we're gonna be back when we're taking the quiz. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're back. We took the quiz. We are going to be guessing the ranking and maybe talking a little bit about why we chose that.
Yeah.
So your top one would be quality time.
That's interesting. Why do you think that?
You know, when we're kind of having a little bit of are in a rut in our relationship, we always kind of attribute it to that and to wanting to spend a lot of time and genuine time together. I think that's why I chose that first. And then I would say acts of service. I know you give a lot of love through acts of service, and so I just feel like you also appreciate when I do things for you, and I probably could do a better job of that. But I think that's something that's really important to you as well. Then words of affirmation. You have a big ego, so you like to hear good things about you all the time.
I do.
And I mean, physical touch is also important, but I don't think it ranks just as high. And then receiving gifts is last. I don't think either of us are a big gift people. Oh, for Christmas, let's take a trip, or let's do something like that, versus give each other gifts. That was it.
So, I think that your number 1 answer is quality time. If it's not the number 1 answer, I think it's up there in the top 2, I would say. Words of affirmation is pretty up there too. Even last night in bed, he was like, say I love you, and I was like, I love you. He's like, say it like you mean it. And I was like,
I love you too.
I would say next is probably physical touch. He's not so much as a PDA person, but when we're here, we're usually kind of cuddling in some way, or in bed, we're cuddling in some way. And then acts of service. I know that, yeah, I do a lot of acts of service, but I know Ernesto doesn't necessarily do the same thing.
Things for you.
You do, but not as, I just didn't rank it as high as because he's correct. I do a lot. But no, I don't think it's as high for you as evident.
Oh, the humanity.
Welcome to the 5 Languages of Love Valentine's Edition video where we broke up.
You're dumb!
And then gift giving. I feel receiving gifts is low on the tier for you. That would be my guess.
Okay, so now that Yuli has guessed mine, it's really made me think that these tests are really important, because if your significant other is totally out of line, then he could be thinking I like certain things, but really I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
And so maybe it's important to take this test and have a conversation to make sure you're on the same page.
Am I totally off?
No. Okay. So I would say...
Good discussion.
Good discussions. You know, good thing we're having this, because We're gonna get better. No surprise, I'll start from the bottom. I have 0 for receiving gifts. Like I said earlier, you basically can rank from 0 to 12 in each of the buckets. So really just not something that is of interest to me. Then number 2, I have words of affirmation.
Oh.
Still pretty important, but just not as important. The one above that, number 3, is quality time. Number 7.
Oh, wow.
The second one is acts of service. I got 8 points on that. Number 1 is physical touch, and I got 9 on that one.
Wow.
So I think, you know, if I were to like reflect on these scores, I think I took the test with more about how I like to be shown than how I like to show it. And honestly, I come from a... Can you give me water? I feel like I'm always stressed, so I really enjoy when people try to like help me de-stress.
Which I feel like I do a lot.
Yeah, you do. I mean, we're together successfully. So I think it works out great, right? Like I think you're of service and I like the service. Any surprises?
I thought quality time obviously would be a little higher
No, why?
because we do talk about it a lot.
Why?
However, part of me was like, oh wait, but he's an introvert.
Unbelievable.
Although he enjoys quality time and it'll be like something where we talk about, he also enjoys alone time.
So I think quality time is important to me, of course, but I think it's a lot more important to you.
Yeah, well, we'll see. At the bottom, with a score of 3, is receiving gifts. So it's not huge for me, but like, who doesn't like a random gift? You know, it's not my birthday, you know, like it's just a Thursday and you thought about getting me flowers. Like, you know, there is a part of me that does enjoy that, you know? The second from the bottom is 5 and it's physical touch. Which, it's interesting because although like, it's low on my list, it's very high on Ernesto's list. So it's,
I feel like this is such an uncomfortable video. Yeah,
it's
you know?
something to know, you know?
It is
like,
something to know, isn't it?
I guess there are things that like mean more love to me than physical touch.
That's where I put it.
Yeah, you put it pretty
So
low.
far, I'm 2 for 2.
Coming in third, number 6 is acts of service. Although I show love a lot of the times with acts of service, I love doing things for other people, especially my loved ones, and when I see them stressed out, I don't think necessarily that I view it as
important for you.
as important for me. My number 2 with a score of 8 is words of affirmation.
Okay, so I just flipped those 2.
Because, like Ernesto said, I like to hear praise a lot.
I mean, I think I do a really good job.
You do, you do. Like, words of encouragement, it means a lot to me.
I'm such a good
I think that's why acts of service means so much to me too.
So you do acts of service so you could get words of affirmation.
And I think it works out. Great. I mean, we're together. A tied score of 8 is quality time as well.
Curveball.
So quality time and words of affirmation for me are like pretty top tier.
I would hate to put like a competitive spin on this because it's Valentine's Day, but I feel like I know your love languages more than you know my love languages.
Which is, I think, why taking this test and like putting things to the forefront are really important, you know? Like,
Yeah,
that's why
we're gonna have a separate conversation when we turn this video off.
I mean, I think that's the whole point of the love language, right? Like, you might think you know something about your partner and how they show love and receive love and want love, and then you take this test and you have like real serious conversations about like what's important to you and what means love, like physical touch. Oh my God. But I was gonna say that was a curveball.
Physical touch?
Yeah, I thought it was high, but I didn't think it was like number 1.
I knew.
So that was our Valentine's Day video, you guys. We learned a lot about each other and the language that we speak of love.
Yeah, I'm really excited that we did this because I think it validated certain things and then it brought up some things that we can kind of take back and have some offline discussions about.
Yeah. Please like and subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Bye.